Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dimitri Johnson, and you're listening to MMALatestNews.com.
It's time to roll, baby.
Hello guys, I'm Johnny Rashman. Welcome to the MMA Debate. Please hit like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Today I'm joined by the usual protagonists, Mr. Mitchell Ivey and Mr. James Sugar Dog Sweetenham.
I like that new nickname, Johnny. I want this to be a regular thing. Mitch, this time next week when you introduce me again on another video, I want that as the main thing,
James
please.
Sugar Dog Sweetenham.
We're getting written down in your contract.
I want it, well, contractually I'd like to be called that, and if you don't call me that, I will be suing the whole of Studio 68.
That's very well. I'll get that through to my manager.
So, on the serious side, everyone's aware of the global pandemic at the moment. It's affecting every single industry in the world, whether it's sports, whether you're a small business owner, hospitality, tourism, everything. In MMA itself, it's obviously severely affected things. We've had fight cards cancelled. We've had fights put behind closed doors. Will Tony and Khabib happen? So it's that uncertainty. What we want to bring into the debate this week is, first of all, payments of fighters. Do we think fighters and people involved in the fight cards that haven't happened should be paid? And number two, do we really want to see fights happening behind closed doors? Like, is that what we want to see? So I want to bring it in first. In regards to payment of fighters, I know you're big on this, Mitch. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think, it is tough times for all involved, whether you're media, event staff, promoters, the fighters themselves. It is a troubling time, and I think the way Bellator handled it over the weekend with Bellator 241, right up to the end of the 5-6 hours out from the event, they postponed it, rightfully so, because of what's happening, and all fighters and all staff got paid.
Who was the main event on that bill?
I think it's Carvalho, Patricio Freire.
So Scott Coker, really, really impressed with how he basically paid everyone. In regards to the UFC, James, I don't know if the Woodley and Leon Edwards fights obviously been scrapped. Are they being paid? Does anyone know? Do you know?
I don't know if they've been paid. I know that Leon Edwards was asked on a day's notice to fly over to America with no guarantee that he was going to be able to fly back. I mean, this is the sort of thing we're dealing with this pandemic. I mean, it's ruining people's lives. It's putting people all over the place. I know people that say, for example, on holiday in Spain at the moment, they can't come back. We're seeing footage of people at airports where there's thousands of people all crammed in and none of them can come home. It's playing with people's families, and it's not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination. I think most UFC events are getting called off. There's only one, Khabib and Ferguson, which is hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Even that might go. I mean, there's rumours that could end up anywhere in the globe. It might not even be in the United States.
I mean, no, but just taking it back to the UFC, do you know, Mitch?
I don't know. I'd imagine they have been paid. I'd say you
imagine.
I would hope they've been paid, and I'd imagine they have been. Dana White, he isn't a bad guy. Let's be honest. And the event was scheduled to take place, and we have to commend everyone involved with MMA at the moment. As a fan and as someone in the media from it, I commend their efforts to make sure the events go ahead, that fighters are happening. You've got Cage Warriors this weekend bringing fighters or fights that was on the UFC London card that have been scrapped over to the Cage Warriors card and say, right, fight here. You've gone through all this camp. It is interesting to see what happens. Now, Cage Warriors at the moment is still going ahead. It's been relocated from London to Manchester. So it's really interesting, but it is. There's a positive side and a negative aspect as there is to everything.
Yeah, sorry, Mitch. Graham Boylan, who is he CEO?
Yeah, CEO.
Absolutely phenomenal job. Basically, James, I know you would have heard it. The Cage Warriors was meant to happen in London. Scrambling around, will it happen? Will it not? It's going behind closed doors. Now, as of today, Graham Boylan tweeted it's on in Manchester behind closed doors. Which is, if it does happen, as of today, obviously things are changing literally hour by hour, day by day. But as of now, we're on Wednesday. It's 2 days away, so hopefully it comes on. And if it does get on, I mean, I will be so at the popcorn, because it is the last sort of MMA event that we certainly know.
Paddy Pimlet's on the card as well, so there's excitement to it.
Paddy the Baddy Pimlet, and sorry, James, I've got to say, I mentioned it before. Absolutely unbelievable with bad luck at the moment, with fighters pulling out of fights, injuries, and there his original opponent pulled out. Then you've got, is he going to fight? Someone else has come in, and and the pandemic spread? Is it going to happen? Like, the guy just needs some luck. I'm really hoping for Paddy that he manages to get out there. and it'd be extremely excited to watch it just because of the lack of action. That's around,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a good thing that these fighters are going to get paid because these fighters rely on their paycheck. So everybody on the Cage Warriors card, it's fantastic for them. But as you said, there is literally no sport to look forward to. Khabib and Ferguson is the only thing hanging off. I mean, UFC events are getting cancelled left, right, and centre. Eddie Hearn's about to lose all his box events, and there's so much coming up there. You know, White, Povetkin, Chisora, Usyk, Joshua Pulav might even go if this thing carries on till June. Yeah. I mean, the Premier League of Darts just announced that they're postponing fixtures all the way till October. The Euros are looking like they're going to be off. The Premier League's all over the place. There's just no sport to look forward to. I mean, how many games of FIFA can I to replicate that?
It looked like 48 hours ago, 72 hours ago, that it was literally rugby league and MMA was the only two sports going. And rugby league has since been postponed to April 3rd. Mixed martial arts, of course, has had pretty much every event up until mid-April now, with UFC 249 has been postponed. So it is, you know, we said on the recap that as sorts of humans we have this thing to look forward to, whether it's a music event, a sporting event, and it's an escapism from our reality. But at the moment, the reality is pretty dark. But you know, we have good organisations that are trying, and hopefully, April 3rd is our first deadline. Really, April 3rd, April 4th, and it'd be interesting. Well, it'd be interesting to see what happens from then, and then we can go again for the next 3-4 weeks.
What I want to bring it back to is the fighters fighting behind closed doors. Now, as we mentioned I mentioned this in the recap, Tony and Khabib. Now, if you're telling me, James, that in order for you to see this fight, you have to see it behind closed doors, obviously I want to watch it. But if you're telling me this fight is going to happen, whether it's be 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, like the world is going to get used, will have to get used to patience. Like, patience will be a virtue for the next few months. So we will adapt to it. Human beings adapt in the most incredible species around. We will adapt. But I believe, I don't want to see this fight behind closed doors. And I said it to Mitch earlier on. I want this fight to be the grand opening of when sports can happen. Sports is back on. So, for example, if it's November and the MMA and UFC can put their first event on, how sexy would it be to have Khabib and Tony, first fight back, fight week, fans are there, you're at the weigh-in, the atmosphere's there, you've got it there. I don't want to see it behind closed doors because I don't think it's as simple as you will never see this fight. It's not. We will see it. Life will get back to normal eventually. We don't know when. It's just uncertainty. But I don't want to see it behind closed doors. Do you?
I 1,000,000% get what you're saying. It's a fantastic fight, and the fans deserve to see it. But in saying that, we've been waiting for years for this fight. Khabib and Tony has been pulled 4 times. I mean, some of the ridiculous reasons. 1, because Khabib made the decision to eat a tiramisu right before his weigh-in.
Tiramisu's good.
Tony Ferguson trips over a cable. 3, a global pandemic. What on earth do we need to see this fight?
It's been 5.
It's been 5. But I can't remember what the
other two.
They've always like literally been the day before.
It's like there is nothing that will allow this fight. Like Satan is looking down on this fight and doing everything he can to try and stop it.
Unbelievable.
He's ruined this fight for us 5 times. And I know, for example, a big event, different sport, but WrestleMania is still going to go on behind closed doors. It won't be the same, but it's something for people to watch, something for people to enjoy, and people will be at home desperate for sport. Khabib Tony is a fight that people have been waiting for years, and yes, it's a shame that we're not going to see it in front of the crowd, but I'd rather see it than not see it, because if it goes off again, we're rescheduling for a 6th time. What if Khabib gets injured? What if Tony gets injured? I mean, even if they can get a date relatively soon, there's Ramadan for Khabib to get through. At the absolute earliest, we're looking at like September. Let's just get this done.
I disagree. I think it's not a case of we won't see it again. I think taken into the current situation, this isn't just a fight. It isn't just an injury. This is a worldwide, global situation. So there are circumstances. So it's not a case of if it's not on in April, we're never going to see it again. No, it's not. It can be rescheduled for. And I am a firm believer that I want to see this. I want this fight. This fight has to do itself justice. This could be absolutely once in a lifetime event. Do I really want to see it behind closed doors? Like going back to, if you're giving me the option of not seeing it and seeing it behind closed doors, absolutely I want to see it. But it can be rescheduled and we can juice it up. And like I say, nothing would be more sexy than first mixed martial art or UFC event back after this crisis. Tony and Khabib, the fans would be pumped. Everyone would be just waiting. I'll be salting the popcorn as I usually do.
I get you, and you sort of look at it from a fantasist perspective, and that's not a bad thing. 'Cause it's good to be optimistic in sport.
About
but you just
realism.
never know what way
No,
it's going to go.
no.
What
To,
do you
inter-
think?
to interject there,
You want to see it behind closed doors?
if it's healthy for the fighters for it to happen, then yeah, I'd watch it behind closed doors. I think, as a fan, the production, watching it on the TV, the production doesn't change in any sort of value. But again, it's like, if it's safe for the event to go ahead, and with whether there's lockdowns or bans, whatever's put in place by that point, I think if it's scheduled to happen, then it happens. I'll be there to watch.
No, but I want you to answer my question. You've got two scenarios.
Yeah.
You can watch this fight in April behind closed doors, or it's rearranged for December, and you can watch it in a crowd. Would you take it just to watch the fight, or would you wait till December?
Just to interject very quickly before Mitch answers.
Yeah.
Is this like a genie free wishes type thing where we're absolutely guaranteed it in December?
Look, you're never guaranteed.
Are we getting the dream here?
Yeah.
Is this what we're working?
No, it's not the dream. It's you can never guarantee anything like
No,
this. Crisis
no.
is proved.
Yes.
So I'm just saying the option of, would you, if the UFC, if for whatever reason, a few months' time, they've got this crisis under control, and it's like, right, we've got an official date, it's spread down, December or November, whatever date that is, we can put Tony and Khabib then, or do you want it because it's how many times it's been cancelled?
Okay. As I said, if it's healthy and the event is safe and secure for the fight to be made, I don't have a problem with it going ahead. I'd rather.
Want to watch it behind
Yeah. The only reason I wouldn't want it to happen if the fighters and the people involved, their health and their safety is not safe. So I'd rather the fight be rescheduled for a future date.
Yeah,
if it means
taking the healthy aspect away, everything say the health.
You can't take the health aspect away from it at this point.
No, I mean,
But I'm just
we're
saying,
talking free genie, free wishes. This is the situation he's giving you.
If they say at the moment they're saying the fight's on, so I'm just giving you the scenario. Just take the health aspect. Yes, obviously,
Yeah.
the fighter's health is paramount. But if you have an option of waiting for Khabib and Tony with a packed out crowd, having fight week,
I just want to see the fight, to be honest. I just want the fight. I just want the fight. Yeah, I'll take the fight. If it's in the Coliseum, I'm taking the fight.
Stick it in Saudi with a few billionaires. Stick it on a yacht somewhere.
But-
like they were
but
going
yeah,
to the Klitschko Fury rematch.
the
With a
most-
few millionaires.
The most important thing is the health and the safety of everyone involved.
Yeah, obviously that's the most important thing.
I mean, it's no more dangerous, that fight. I mean, they're not allowed more than I think 50 people in the.
Yeah,
In the
I think
arena.
I think it's Vegas and New
That's
York.
no more dangerous than walking through Manchester.
Well, I think
City.
Vegas. I know there was something that came out of Vegas was like
There's
10
no-
people.
There's not a huge
It's
health
10
risk.
people. It's not because things are changing daily. So
Yeah,
I mean, we are working with what's going to happen in a month's
Yeah,
time.
we don't
Exactly.
know what, it could be lockdown. I mean, if it's lockdown, the fight's not going to happen.
no.
That's as simple as that. So it is looking like it's going that way. So it's it's the uncertainty.
And
We can't-
I don't. Obviously, with travel bans, I don't know how you can put it in a different country if there's a travel ban.
that's the. Well, I don't think everyone has a travel ban.
No,
just
but the US has a travel ban.
The you can't fly in or
No.
out. And that's for even is the UK, is that definitely?
Yeah,
the UK?
that's happening now. I think it's
So-
it's going to be put
Well, I
into
think
place.
that's going to be put after 2 weeks. Is it only for a few weeks?
Yeah,
now?
but it's probably going to be extended, isn't it?
There you go. So Dana White did say, Dana White has come on and said this fight will happen no matter if it's in a different country. But he also said that last week about
Yeah.
the Woodley fight. So you
Mhm.
can't really take anyone's word for it because no one knows.
Mm.
So, but in my personal opinion, it's yes, I want to see it with the fans. I want that fight week. But then I'm also like, God, another week without football or MMA,
Yeah.
maybe itching. Just
Yeah,
fucking watching
you have
this
to you have
fight.
to you have to put it. There's a 50-50. You
Yeah.
have to have almost the selfish fan inside. You're saying, I need something to look forward to. I want to see again. Also, you want to see careers not being halted for 3-4 months. You want these fighters who have gone through a camp, and put their blood, sweat, and tears, got certain injuries. Now, someone put out a tweet saying, use this time to heal up, get your injuries
I
all
agree,
sorted.
yeah.
Because this is a good time where, well, I say a good time. It's a time where all the fighters can recuperate and really get their whatever they need to be sort out.
And I mentioned it earlier on. Like for me, it really highlights what we take for granted. Like we debate things and we can shout about fighters and we can argue about certain decisions, but me personally, I really miss the fact that I just can't turn my TV on and watch a countdown show or watch an MMA show or a boxing show. That's gone. So when that comes back, I think it's not just in UFC, just in life. The little things you take for granted, going to the
Definitely.
pubs, going to your kebab shop, going to town, booking a holiday, watching a watch along, like all that's been removed. So when that comes back, you can't take positives from this, but really you can in that sense.
It's definitely a learning.
It's a learning.
It's a learning curve
you
for
won't
everyone.
take things for granted again. And watching it, and all those times we've moaned about watching UFC at 6 a.m, like we did with the Adesanya fight, and we were mad. I want that back now.
I'll be watching WrestleMania behind closed doors at 6 a.m.
John Cena versus The Fiend.
Absolutely, I think John Cena should win that. And we're now going to do WWE later. This is our new trade because that's all that's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
That can't be on show. Where's
No, it is on
It's in the WWE
Performance Center
Institute.
in Florida.
Where is it?
Yeah.
So that's not an arena?
No, they've moved it to.
Training centre.
Yeah, it's like the UFC
I didn't know
Apex.
that.
It's the same as the Performance Institute and Apex. But it was really to mention the WWE. It was really weird to see them perform in front of the empty arena.
I didn't
That's
see it on SmackDown.
that's weirder
What was that
than the
like?
fights. It's literally them. It's like going to a theatre rehearsal.
It's the because the production shit hot with the
Yeah,
WWE.
it's like
That's
watching a
their
theatre
selling
rehearsal.
point.
At WrestleMania.
What was it like? Did they have a ring announcer?
I'm not sure. I don't watch WWE. I just saw the clips.
Yeah,
Of it being an empty arena, being
I
like,
can't
"This is
claim
cool."
to be a hardcore WWE fan. I'm just
it
like,
used to be.
well, and when I was a kid, yeah, we've discussed this before, but like the Royal Rumble and Romania, I still watch every year. Those
Yeah.
two, so 2 out of 365 days, I'll give the world. And when they have WrestleMania, they've got like 100,000 people in the stadium, fireworks. It's
Sad.
such a big show,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be.
It's a Super Bowl. It's like the Super Bowl.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it is.
be weird to see it play out in front of
But
nobody.
this is where the debate comes back. Like, just like you said, it's like the Super. Like, I fucking hate American football and how anyone can watch it. It's the most boring sport in the fucking world. But the Super Bowl is sexy. Like, could you imagine doing a Super Bowl with no fans?
No
Like,
Justin Timberlake.
no Justin Timberlake. But WrestleMania is that sexy event. It's even I've not watched wrestling for years. I won't watch it, but I still look at things like WrestleMania's on this week. It's the showpiece. Do I really want to watch that? Could you not do another event? Does that really have to be behind closed doors?
Because with Tony and Khabib, you can argue, let's put it behind closed doors, because you're still getting an athletic competition.
Yeah, it's a
between
sporting
those.
event rather than
With
a
WWE,
theatrical.
I mean, I don't know why I've ruined anybody's heart. I still believe it's real, but obviously it's theatrical. It's not the exact.
Fake as fuck.
Don't be like that. It's the. I don't
Yeah.
want to believe that John Cena isn't hard as nails. But anyway, it is theatre.
Yeah.
Can you do theatre in front of nobody?
I guess
I mean, it's just like watching Coronation
I guess
Street,
you
but,
can,
like, it's just
but-
it's just weird.
but I guess
You can.
the difference is I don't know what the WWE plan is. Obviously, they've got their storylines and they've got certain dates where they need to meet those checkpoints of the storyline. But I don't see why that could be stopped, or why it can't be stopped and then be brought back. It's like watching a TV show. But these organizations, WWE is known for being people's escapism for very serious events, and there's always the event after a critical event has happened is somewhere where a community comes together. And we are a community at the end of the day. The MMA community, WWE community, we're all a community as a whole, and it is really an important time to everyone stick together and really not disband.
I agree. It's a difficult one. I think you could have WWE, just not WrestleMania, because it just takes away. Maybe just have a normal.
I mean, I
event.
agree with you, Johnny, but because there's absolutely nothing, I will be watching Mania.
No, but I'm not saying.
No,
not
I
have
get what you're
it,
saying.
not
It
WrestleMania.
is weird to have this incredible show behind nobody.
it's-
But,
Yeah.
but I'm still going to watch it. But it is going to be a strange experience. You're right.
It's just going back to every day-to-day life. What have you been filling your content? I mean, I've said this before. Like the MMA and boxing community. Yes, the uncertainty is no good for anyone, but we are used to, as Tony and Khabib, countless times of fights being cancelled, shows being pulled off. So we're used to that. We're not governed by a league.
No.
We're not governed by something. We're not waiting for a league to finish. So I think there's a lot of content-wise. I mean, I can watch old fights all day. We can talk about stuff. So there's always going to be content with fighting because everyone loves fighting, no matter where you are. But it's just a catch-22. It's like it's a bit empty. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling. How are you feeling with it?
In terms of just, I don't know. It's weird because obviously a great deal of my life revolves around sport, whether I'm coming in here to talk about it or I'm watching events. Even if I'm training at the gym, for example, the gym
Do you go to the gym?
I'm a sort of person, I could never get motivated to go to a normal gym and lift weights. I have to be at a gym, wrestling or kickboxing. That's how I get motivated to do something. But I mean, I know they're having to throw out head guards and shin guards and all that sort of stuff because they don't want to risk cross contamination.
A lot of gyms have closed.
SBG closed.
I'm assuming mine's en route to closing.
SBG closed a gym in Ireland, Overwatch gym. Shout out to them, who I'm very close with. One of the best boxing gyms around. They've closed in Ireland. Every gym's closed.
Yeah, I mean, my brother's a jiu-jitsu coach, and his gym's on the cusp of going. If that goes, then he's not getting paid.
It's definitely unprecedented times, and I think everyone does need to support each other. And I actually believe YouTube plays a massive, massive part in the coming months because we are going to be at home. Content-wise, we can still get.
Yeah, I guess where we are as a time period, having things digital now will make things somewhat easier. News comes in a lot faster. We can, even science. Science is a lot better. So the time period is going to be a lot better.
Thing to judge, especially with sensationalization
Yeah.
in the media and stuff like that. You don't know exactly
what to believe,
true, how big a deal things are. I mean, as of right now, I'm still trying to go about my life as normal as possible. I'm still doing my day-to-day activities, whether that be going out, etc.
Just with a little bit more care and a little bit more.
Well, I mean,
more
I'm a germaphobe anyway, so I wash my hands about 700 times a day, regardless. But yes, I'm just trying to carry it as normal. Obviously, that choice may well be taken out of my hands anyway if this thing becomes more serious in this country.
This is where I think it's really important for people to support your local shows, your YouTube shows, your fighters. If you can buy merchandise off them,
Definitely.
Just support as best as you can because people will want to watch content. Being at home for so long, people will want to watch. There's only so many films you can watch. There's only so many reruns of Home Alone.
It's a good job Netflix has everything it does.
Netflix, yeah, but how many films can you bloody watch on Netflix?
I'm going to go through series after series.
Yeah.
I mean, I've not played PlayStation in like a year, but I'm going to have to whip that back out, get playing again.
I think there was a FIFA game on the other day someone put online, did like 60 pounds.
Yeah, to be fair, there was a stage in life where I was the greatest FIFA player in the world, so I might need to start playing again and get back up to my
Get back up to the standards. But it's
an interesting debate. I'm going to wrap it up there. Anything else you want to add, guys?
No, just to make sure, to reiterate, support the fighters. Any gyms that buy, support them at the moment, and don't buy too many toilet rolls.
Yeah.
No.
Go through your day-to-day life as normal for as long as you can, and don't worry, don't panic, and just stay positive.
Yeah, I believe we will adapt to the situation. We'll overcome it. We'll overcome it. We'll overcome it. It will come to an end. Fighting will be back on. Football will be back on. We will get that fixed. Just bear through it, and everyone stay safe. And we'll see you soon.